Hello, we're back with another exercise. Okay, the last exercise I tried to give a tutorial on is about the village phase drill. Now, it's going to be related to the UI in general because part of having a very good RTS mindset is that we need to learn how to focus on the parts of the UI. Because I was used to the UI of the Red Alert 2 series, you know. So if I'm going to convert somehow Red Alert 2's user interface to 0AD, it would look something like this. The resources will be on the top right part, the minimap below that, and then the build options after, below, even below that, or even the text even below that still, and somehow the formation stances somewhere below our screen this time. Okay, so the order is resources, minimap, buildable tech, formation. But that UI is kind of a round peg square hole situation when it comes to 0AD, because I believe that 0AD's UI is very successful in a way that it tries to save as much horizontal space as possible. Not much on my screen because I live with a square-like monitor, but you guys are very fortunate to have widescreen TV because you have more vertical space to see the whole map. This is not a word processor where you don't need much of the horizontal. Yeah. Did I mention vertical? I meant horizontal space. That means the sidebars or side UI options don't apply much with RTS games. So kudos to that. But the point with the Red Alert 2 user interface that I got used to is that since the minimap and the resources are somehow close together, the parts of the UI I was mainly looking at is game screen, top right, game screen, top right, game screen, top right. So not much of eye movement. Now when I adjusted to 0AD, I immediately knew that I had to adjust my UI behavior, right? So, our exercise, as an addition to the village phase drill, we will be focusing on 3 verbs on the game screen. Mainly, train, build, gather. Train, build, gather. If you are not doing any of these things, that means you are being very efficient. So that means you must be training from the civic center, gathering something, or building something. Those are the 3 basic verbs. There's another one, scouting, but that won't be much necessary for now until we get to the UI. So what is the UI exercise? Well, the way I practice this is that my eyes move in a counterclockwise direction, because this is how I do my particular exercise. Game screen, resources, minimap. Game screen, resources, minimap. I will be keeping an eye on that because game screen, meaning the 3 verbs, train, gather, build, and then resources, check my resources. If one is lacking, one is I'm having too much, things like that, or I'm about to get population capped. That's the main purpose of this exercise. Okay, next, the minimap, how much scouting I can do, and if there are idle workers. As we can see here, we have 5. Okay, so if you click that, it will cycle through the idle units. So let's put that exercise to the test, right? So train, build, gather. These guys aren't gathering, So let's get I'll make them build. So like that. Are we training? No. So let's train. Right? Train, gather. Everybody's gathering. Building, train, gather. Next part of the UI, I'm lacking in wood. So next time I will be returning to this part of the UI. That means I will be training for wood. Minimap, I have idle workers again. So that means I will return to the game screen and look at my idle units. They're not doing anything. I need wood. So go go get some wood. Next, training. I am training, and now that I've trained, what are you going to do? Build and gather or something. Now, next part of the UI, I'm lacking wood again. Map, no one's idle. Am I scouting? This is where the minimap falls into play. Now, assuming that he's done slaughtering that camel over there, he can leave that. We can assign him to scout. I click here, shift 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 click here. So I can leave him alone for quite some time, and then back to the UI. Am I training? No. Can't train them. Oh, there we go. Am I building? No, but I am gathering. So I am back to the resources. I am about to get population cap next, maybe, and I'm still lacking wood. So the next people who train, maybe wood first before house. Now UI, my scout has almost reached its limit. Now I have to click on that part, reset him again, click, override the commands, shift click, shift right click, yes, and shift right click back. And idle units, you guys go on wood, right? I set you on wood, and that's pretty much it. Clockwise directions. Now, this exercise, of course, it's another thing I can learn by rote, but you can create your own cycle. Yeah, if you're not comfortable with the counterclockwise, you can do counterclockwise, or even game screen resources, game screen map, just like that. Any type of verb, or even train, build, gather, train, build, gather. How about gather, train, build, gather, build, train? That's how I do it. That's how I manage to adjust myself to Zero AD's user interface. So that's basically much it. I hope I have helped. Now, if you have a similar type of exercise that you do using the UI, you can leave in the comments. I'd like to know. So that's it for now. See you guys later.